Okay, here we are. Welcome back to the channel, folks. We have started the installation of this 727. There it is. All right, so let me show you where I am with this. So I got the transmission underneath the car. The car had to come up another 8 inches. So I used some 4x4, 2 of them, which equals 8 inches. With the pump jack, let me get under here. Oh, with the pump jack, I pumped it up on that side, slid it right through there, got it in the center, pushed it in place, and then I proceeded to install the damn thing. I had it right up against the engine, ready to get pushed in place, when I realized I forgot to put transmission fluid in the torque converter. So I had to take it back down, put a quart of transmission fluid in it, and then I couldn't get the torque converter back in place to fall in place. So I came up with these 2 brackets. If you remember, I had this bracket bolted here, holding the torque converter in place so it wouldn't move out of there. And so I made another one. I used the bolts for the torque converter to hold it in place there, and then I grabbed them both like a handle right from under here, and I was able to get it to click in place. So we're back in there, and now it's time to remove these brackets and raise it back up. So I'm going to remove this now. If you notice, that's the white paint for the alignment on the plate there. I know there's white paint on there somewhere. I'll just have to match it up to this one and then bolt it in place. So let me get this as close as possible, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I ran into a little snag already. I got the transmission up as high as I can, but I don't know if you can see the angle. The engine lays down a little too far, and the jack holds the transmission pretty level, so I can't get it to go into the dowels. The angles are all wrong. So here's the idea. I'm going to remove this bolt from here, remove this plate because I do not need it right now, and then I'm going to put this Husky pump jack on top of here. Use this 2x4 to lay it across here on the transmission and pump it up so I can level it with the block, and hopefully I can push it in place. Let's see how that works. Okay, time for an update. I've been at this for over an hour and a half. I finally got it to meet up. So I used the jack to lift it up front here to get it to mate up, and I had to use a stainless steel bolt right there that I need to get out now, because I lined this side up first, and so I put that bolt in there because it's just a little longer than the stock, which is this one, and I just couldn't reach the threads. So I put that stainless steel in there and slowly brought the transmission in while I jiggled it until it fell in place. And yeah, so now I have to remove that, put the original back on there, and then start bolting it from the top and try to figure out how I can modify the plate, the dust shield that goes here, because it fits different. I mean, the bolts line up, but where the starter goes, this area here, there's a little bit too much meat on the plate. So I'm gonna see about trimming that. If I can't get that done, I'll just go ahead and order one on eBay. I saw some used ones for a 727. And if I sound a little out of it, it's because I'm laying on my back here and I'm holding my head up and my neck is starting to hurt. Yeah. Anyway, That's what happens when you work by yourself. So I'm doing my best to get at least 2 bolts on this side here and 2 on the other one, snug them down, and then remove the jack. I don't want all that weight on just 2 bolts, so if I can get 4 on there, that'll be great. And I can let this down, get this out of my way, which is, you guys can't see what I'm doing here. It's this right here, the transmission jack, get it out of the way. Install the cross member here. Well, before that, I need to get those bolts in there. Because if I install the cross member, it's going to lift the engine, and I won't be able to get to the last 2 bolts on top. So let me continue on here, and I'll bring you guys back in a few hours. All right, hang in there. It's getting done. Okay, progress is being made. So I have the 5/8 bolt in place just above the starter. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's nice and tight. It's the 2 on this side, 1 there and 1 a little higher. Those are tight. Now I need to go on the other side and do the same thing. It's taken forever. It's hard to get my hands in there, but I'm getting it done. Just need to put the starter back in on this side, but I have to bolt down the torque converter, and before that I'm going to see about modifying that dust plate, see if I can get away with doing that and putting that back on there. If not, like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and order it on eBay. I saw a couple of them there for sale, used ones in good shape. So we'll see you about another hour and a half. Hang in there, it's almost over. Okay, I got all 3 in on this side. That was not easy. So I don't know if you can see, there's a brown wire right above. I don't know if you can see it. I can barely see it. But there's a brown wire. That's for the neutral safety park switch in the transmission. It's the only thing I can't seem to get my hand in there and hook it. That's as far as I can get. If I could just reach it, slip it in that slot, and then tighten it. But I can't. So we're gonna leave it like that for now. Maybe I'll come back to it some other time. All right, so what's next? The jack is out of the way. I'm gonna put the cross member on the tail shaft here, bolt that up in place. Okay, I thought my camera shut down. We're gonna bolt that back in place, and then we're gonna come over here, bolt the torque converter in place, put the starter in place. Before that, of course, the dust shield, I'm gonna try to modify that. And look, you can see it's still resting on a center link. The exhaust here, it's just resting everywhere. Hope I didn't cause any damage to anything. Maybe my alignment, but all good. We still have a lot to go here. I got to make all the connections. The cable shifter, which is back there. There's, see that red wire. I have the pressure TV cable, is it? Kickdown, that has to go on. There's the gear shifter cable right there. What else we have here? Oh, dipstick. I'm not going to be able to use the dipstick that came with the 904. It's just the bell housing on this is a lot bigger, so it doesn't fit. So instead of buying one for the 727, I'm just going to go on Amazon and order the where's the hole? Over here. It's down here. Order one of those flexible ones. It was about 50 bucks. Get it in black. Put that in there and call it a day. And then after that, we're going to remove this pan, get the deep pan in here. I also have an extension for the filter. So we're going to get all that done. Put the new used pan on here. Fill it with fluid and keep our fingers crossed. Oh, almost forgot. we still have to shorten the drive shaft. So once it's all together, I'll get a measurement, take it down to the guy, and have him cut it, balance it, and we'll put it back in. It's gonna be a while, but we'll get it done. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys back for the cross member that goes here, and then I think I'm gonna call it good for this video. You guys want to see the rest? You're welcome to come back and watch some more. Thanks for watching. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'll be right back. All right, how do you shut this off? Boy, I suck at this YouTube thing. Where's the button? All right, so we have strip threads in here. I cleaned them up with the thread repair, and it seemed to go in okay, but you can tell it's a little bit too much play. And I tried to put the bolts in there and tighten it down. It just, you can feel it's tight. It tightens slightly and then it just slips off. So that's not going to work. And there is no way I'm taking this transmission down to repair that. So we're going to do the repair right here. We're not going to do it now though, because I don't have the repair parts. So I'm thinking of getting a 7/16 helicoil kit. It's going to take a couple days to get here, so I'm going to try that, and if that doesn't work, I'm just going to drill it and tap it for a 1/2-inch bolt and use a 1/2-inch bolt on that. So sorry about that, folks. Can't finish this install, but we can call this part 1, and then part 2 will be me getting this done and hooking up the cables, shifter cable, doing the oil pan, oil filter extension, and the starter. So you guys are welcome to come back. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.